This is graphing art number 1, and we're going to be graphing lines using slope-intercept form. And so this is going to be a review of finding your slope. And if you remember, y equals mx plus b, where your slope is your m, that's the number that's attached to the x, and your b is your y-intercept. So a reminder that my slope will be 3, and my y-intercept will be 3. Since it's a y-intercept of 3, that's when x is 0 and y is 3. That's what we're referring to as our y-intercept. So what we're going to do is take the slope and the intercept, and we're going to graph it on the graph paper. And you're going to use one sheet for this. We're going to label each line with the given equation, and then we're going to color our design to create a stained glass by outlining each line in black and coloring in between each section. So with the black, you can use a black pen or a black marker, and then you'll be drawing a straight line and then coloring the section in each section there with making a mosaic color pattern. So we're going to go over here to our graph, and we're going to say, okay, this first line is crossing or intersecting at 0, 3. So on my y line, it's at 0, 3, and it has a slope of 3. And what that means, if you reminder, it's 3 over 1. It's my rise over my run. So I'm going to rise 1, 2, 3, run 1. And just a reminder, this is a positive slope on this one. Rise 1, 2, 3, run 1. And I'm going to make points until I can't. So going the opposite direction would be going down 3 and left 1, because a negative over a negative is a positive. Down 3 is negative, left 1 is negative, that's negative 3 over negative 1, which is positive. 1, 2, 3 over 1. 1, 2, 3 over 1. And I'm going to create my line. Now the way this page is run off, you have a lot of extra space, and we want to make sure this is a nice line that goes straight through the middle of my points. And I'm going to go ahead and extend it a little further. I can't do it at the top. So I'm going to do it down here, and I didn't do a great job making that straight going through that point, so I'm going to run over it just a little bit extra here. That's better. Okay, this line is going to be y equals 3x plus 3. And since I'm going to go back over it in black, you can go over it in black and make that a little bit darker. And you can use black colored pencil. There should be some located on my desk, in the front of my desk. I'm going to skip number 1 just for the sake of I'm looking for a negative slope and maybe a fraction. So we're going to practice number 4. But don't forget, you've got to graph these two. And so here my slope is negative 1 over 3. So that's rise negative 1 and run 3. Now you can do rise positive 1 and run a negative 3, but only a negative is going to be assigned to one of these. And my y-intercept is going to, of course, be on the back. My b is 3, just like it is up here. And so it still crosses through 0, 3. So it's going to cross through the same point that this one does up here. This one's going to be plus 3, but that one's going to be a negative 3. And we're going to go ahead and graph this one. So looking at my points, it starts at 0, 3. There it is at 0, 3. But this time I'm going down 1 and running 3. So I'm going to go ahead and graph this by going down 1, running 1, 2, 3. Down 1, running 1, 2, 3. Rise negative 1, run 1, 2, 3. And I can't go any more that direction, so I go the opposite. And so instead of, I'm going to go positive 1, but I'm going to run negative 1, 2, 3. Rise 1, negative 1, 2, 3. Rise positive 1, run negative 3. And I can't do any more. So I take my ruler and I play connect the dots between those points, just like so. And I do the best job I can in drawing my line as straight as I can. This time it goes in both directions. You can either write your equation up here or down here. It doesn't matter which, but we're going to write y equals negative 1/3 x plus 3. Now, if you really want to, just to make sure you get them all, if you want to put the number 4 next to it, that's equation number 4. And this was equation 1, and that's probably really helpful for you to keep straight what you've done and what you haven't. You're going to continue to do this, and then you're going to create spaces where they overlap, and you're going to shade them to make like a pretty stained glass mosaic picture, and you'll use different colors for that. Okay, so this is your Graphing Art 1 instructions, and you do the rest. See you next time.